Alrighty, folks, let's get on into the game. Hello, everyone, it's me, Mr. 789 on this glorious evening of January 24th, 2017. And we have a very interesting ZvZ to start off your day, or end it, wherever in the world you may be. I realize saying start off your day or end it may discriminate against those in the crazy side of the world, like Australia and Hungary or Croatia. Or Debbie, I don't know. Whatever you are, it's a nice ZvZ to start your day off or end it or do something with it, because in the bottom left-hand corner of Daybreak, representing our red Zerg player, it is Thack. Thack, everybody. What an onomatopoeic name. Also with an onomatopoeic name, representing our blue Zerg player, spawning the top right hand position of Daybreak, it is Morky. How is Morky an onomatopoeia, you say? Well, it's the sound that you make when you hit a murloc, you know? It's what immediately came to mind. Like, you hit it and go, Morky, you know? You can see me, you can kind of see it. Perfect, let's get on to the game. Hatch first coming down for Morky, and a pool before hatchery for our friend Thack. Probably not going to be aggressive, just defensive, judging by the timing. And whew, alright, let's wait for this game to get started. In the meantime, oh man, let me tell you, interesting day for me today, very exhausting. I had to stay at the university for, there we go, hatchery coming down, let's go ahead and watch it. I had to stay at the university for a very long time today. It was from, what, 1 o'clock until 6:30. Just doing classes and responding to people on my free time off of r/Starcraft, and it was pretty interesting. And let me tell you one thing, if you ever go to university, let me tell you it was really fun theater. Oh my gosh, it's as coolest class you've ever seen, man. It's like it's all the stereotypes you can ever think of are there. Like there's a really buff kid, but he's sensitive, and then there's me, which I don't fit anywhere, and then there's a professor. It's just a very nice place. Seems to be a very welcoming environment indeed. 2 more drones on the way. 6 Zerglings in protection for Thack. Probably wants to do something with 6 Zerglings. Definitely want to pick up a queen at the slow ground expansion. If Morky isn't careful, gonna have to see what he wants to do with that. Oh boy, what else happened today? Papa John's charged me for $20 for a pizza I didn't order, so you know what? We're gonna get to the bottom of that. But enough about my pizza problems. These Zerglings are making their way across the map, and Morky is actually preparing fairly well for his things to counter on the way. And you know, the fun part about his name being onomatopoeic is that when they're both names being onomatopoeic, actually, is that when they attack each other, I can just like say their names and like make them sound like sounds. So when these Zerglings fight each other, look, ready, look. Oh no, you ruined it. Okay, ready. Okay, hang on. Thack Morky, yeah. See, you see? Thack, Morky. Morky says Morky Zerglings, and Morky says the queen. Thack says Thack Zerglings. I'm gonna lose one. Thack, the other Zerglings say sadly. Oh boy, that's the stupidest thing I've done all day. And I tripped on my own shoelace, and it wasn't even untied. 7 drones in production for Thack, realizing their aggression is not working out. Banning nest much earlier for our friend Morky, and the spine crawler should probably be cancelled. Oh. Well, never mind. Banning nest on the way. No such thing for Thack, and you know what this +1 carapace? You know what that does for Zerglings in the early game? Makes them survive a Baning shot with 1 HP left. So you know what? Well, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see a huge Ling Bane flood for our friend Thack. It looks like he wants to be very aggressive. And let's see, what does his vision look like? He doesn't have any of the Zelnog. Actually, has both Zelnog towers, so good for Thack. Morky, on the other hand, has very little map presence, so gonna have to watch out for that. Both players is laying the third base significantly, interestingly enough. Generally, you get around the 2:30-ish, 3 minutes mark is when I see most things. So, you know, lots of links here actually for Morky. You're gonna try to do something with those, or no? The queen also has a lot of energy. Yeah, so you know, it's Diamond League, I think, up in here. So can't blame the players. Definitely not horrible play from Diamond League. 6 banelings on the way, 4 more lings as well, and 1 more drone. Oh man. What else is interesting today? I don't know, my day's been pretty boring except for the university and pizza problems. So you know what, if you had an interesting day, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. I am very interested to see what you did with your day, because I know I didn't do too much with mine. Actually, Morky's not being able to deny the scout, and Thack's gonna see in. Thack and the power of Juju's gonna see these 2 evolution chambers, so good scout there for Thack. Actually, only sees 1 of them, but it looks like it's gonna be enough information anyways. Layer actually on the way for Morky, pretty good. 22 more links in production for Thack, and a 3rd base coming down as well, and Morky reciprocates. Oh boy, Banelings haven't done too much for Morky. I think he just made these out of, you know, fear. And look, The banelings actually have mouths. I'm never gonna get over this. The way like Zerg units have hidden creepiness, like this evolution pit. It's actually a pit. Look, rotate, and you can go in there, and it's all throbbing, and it's like, ugh. And the queen has like a little mouth and talons, and the banelings have weird, creepy mouths, and oh my gosh. But never mind me and my Zergophobia. It is 60 to 60 total supply, very even at the moment. 29 to 20 armor supply, 31 to 38 workers. So it looks like Thack is definitely gearing up for attack. Ooh, Thack, attack. Gonna move along the map with 18 more Zerglings in production to complement his 40 already. Gonna morph in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, 17. Okay. That is a lot of banelings. More banelings than any when everything is necessary. But it's going to be a huge baneling bust on this defensive position for Morky. I think Morky is definitely going to have to concede this third base location. And yeah, he doesn't even see it coming. He only now sees the horror that is at his natural base. That's going to move on by. He can deny this creep tumors if he's so inclined, but looks like he's just going to try to bait out some of the baiting shots so far. And yes, baiting shots sufficiently baited. And you know what? I don't think there's much for these baitings to hit. Gonna go ahead and roll on in anyways. Gonna do a lot of damage to the Queen Spire. Queen Spire going down. the drones, baitings, the drones. Oh, trying to morph right in the face of danger is Morky. Gets okay connections. Baiting trying to move on. They find a juicy drone. Oh, in case. Oh, I'm feeling much better. Oh, those are some juicy connections. And now Thack is up 7 workers after being down 8. So that was a 15. I'm guessing 15 drone kills. 23 actually. And a Spire on the way for Morky to try and get back into this game. Where is that Spire actually? All right, did Thack see it? No, but. Oh man, that was such a strong move there from Thack, getting a lot of bailing connections. Morky is probably going to end up losing this third base. Actually bailing something down to the fan, getting nice connections indeed. But offensive bailing's morphing in for Thack, and he has a link advantage as well. He definitely has to see this position. No reason to lose the game when you can just lose a base and then lose the game at a later time. And it looks like it is gonna go down. Blorg, says the hatchery. Freeling actually trading all rightly against the Zerglings, not being microed very much. Bailing's sneaking on up. Gonna see what they can do. Actually, Thack doesn't have any bailings of his own, so this may just be the end. Oh, I hope this isn't one of those quick arena games. And it looks like Thack is gonna move on in, and these bailings look like they want to explode on something juicy. And you know what? He does see the Spire. Let's see if he clicks on it. Is he clicking on it? Is he clicking on it? No, only I was clicking on it. So Thack running home with his Zerglings between his legs. And it looks like he's going to be saved by the reinforcements of Morky, especially with those banelings morphing in. 4 more drones on the way, and the Spire is actually finished up. Ooh, he just used up a lot of his larvae, so he's not going to be able to make too many mutalisks. He could have made a lot of mutalisks there. In fact, 11 mutalisks across the map with no spine crawlers or spores to speak of. Well, spines, but no spores to speak of. Forget about it. Morky attempting some clever counterattacks, got 2 workers, but that pales in comparison to the 30 that Thack has obtained this game. Thack, however, not able to capitalize on his lead, throwing a lot of minerals, and actually good counterattack here from Morky. Gonna get a couple of drones. Actually, he's gonna get nothing at all before the Banelings clean him up. And still, Morky not making any mutas with the Spire whatsoever. Quick pro tip, if you make a Spire, make units out of the Spire in 9 situations out of 10. Especially if it's 2 base Spire of all things. I mean, it seems like it's foolish not to. Thack gonna go ahead and keep up with those injects, but he's still floating a lot of minerals. This is one of the problems as a Zerg player. If you can't get those injects off on all your hatcheries consistently, and you don't have enough or you do not have enough hatcheries, you are going to get severely out macroed no matter how much you spend the money. Look at this. Even though he killed, what, 28 more workers this game, the supply is still pretty damn even because Thack just can't spend his money. Like, if this were 10,000 Zerglings and 80 Banelings, think of the things he could do to Morky. Like, Morky would be clenching for years to come. Actually, 3 mutalisks on the way. I'm gonna stop rambling. So, pro tip of the day, if you can't keep up with your injects and you know you're floating a lot of money each game, just throw it on a macro hatchery. Absolutely no shame in it whatsoever. Let's see what these mutalisks are. 6 more on the way, with 7 already there. Okay, looks like it's going to be a mass mutilate. I think he's going to wait for those 7 more mutalisks to finish up, to have a bit more of a surprise factor out on the map. Thack does have a couple of overlords on the map, but not too many. Most of them are... Actually, where are most of his Zerglings? Overlords. Okay, just scattered around the map. So actually, I'm dead wrong. These mutalisks are gonna do some serious damage. Actually, floating one in. Maybe to draw the attention of the queen. Ooh, undefended mineral line. There's no spore crawlers. Oh, there's one spore crawler on the way as he realizes that, oh crap, I did see a Spire. And he's gonna focus it down. Muta's gonna take some losses as I kill the Spore Crawler, but it should end up repaying it in the long run. I guess not, unless he loses his Mutalisk. Unless he loses his Mutagul to the Queenagul. No, unless he loses his Mutalisk to the Queens. Oh boy, Mutalisk is not a word that I want to say right now. Mutalisk, yes, 3 syllables, forget about it. One Muta gonna get picked up here to these Queens. Now going around Overlord hunting is Morky, trying to stay active with his Mutalisks. Definitely should control them a little bit better though. Bleeding, no one wants to use, let's see, units lost. Doesn't show in this interface, no one wants to lose those Mutalisks for free, but you know what, all these Banelings are going to get target fired down by these Mutalisks. Very good play there for Morky. And the Lings are definitely going to have to run with their speed link tails between their legs. Hydralisk actually beginning production with muscular augments. How many Hydralisks does he have? 9. That is definitely more than enough to contest this pack of 14 Mutalisks. I wouldn't recommend fighting the Queens because, well, yeah, but you're gonna lose 1 Mutalisk, and that is 100 gas you lost for 300 minerals. Doesn't feel too great. No, don't do it, Morky! Morky, run! Morky! No, don't fight the Hydras! Oh boy, this is what happens when you fight Hydras. Oh man, this you do that in school for Starcraft, right? Like as soon as you begin Hydras, you know how in school you get dared aware, right? Just say no for drugs. At least here in America, right? That's what they do. They send people to your schools to get you off of drugs. Well, when you play Starcraft, the first thing people should tell you when you're playing Zerg is don't fight the Hydra. Oh. I guess it didn't really matter. Gonna try to group up and fight these Hydras, but I'm not gonna take an efficient trade while doing so. They're actually cornered. I think they just have to fight for their lives or run away. Yeah, there they go. Obviously, elephant in the room. Huge building connection there, but hold on, ladies and gentlemen. And meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, Morky is getting his main base ravaged by some Zerglings. So good counterattack by our friend Thack. But it's still 3 bases to 2, 49 to 41 total army supply. And yes, 6 more Hydras on the way, 6 more Mutalisks to combat that nonetheless. And he's no research, no upgrades. Yes, upgrades. +1 is finished in the Spire. Should probably look into taking that +2, or maybe that +1 Carapace, just to make his Mutalisk a little bit stronger if he's going for this Mass Muta kind of style. The thing about Mass Muta is that it's Mass Phoenix, right? If your opponent is going Mass Phoenix as well, base getting nibble over here. Actually, hold that thought. Is this gonna get cancelled? Yeah, gonna get a cancel. Not pick up the junk, gonna replant. Okay, the thing about massing Mutas, it's like massing Phoenix in PvP. Sure, it's good, but only if your opponent is doing it. Like, you don't want to fly into a battle with like 20 Phoenix and have like 80 Stalkers there to meet you, and it's like, you know, I fall back to the shadows of this as they kill your Phoenix. So, really only commit to this Muta tech if your opponent also goes Muta tech. Think of it as Stargate versus Stargate, right? If you are a Protoss player. If you're a Zerg player, just trust me on this one. Don't commit too heavily on the Mutalisks if your opponent is not making them his or herself. Because you will get eventually torn to shreds by Hydras, you will get torn to shreds by Infestors, and eventually Parasitic Bomb if the need so calls. But, gonna have to see how Morty handles the situation. He's gonna knock down these rocks apparently, wants to roll some Banelings on in. Does he have Baneling speed? No one has Baneling speed. Okay, so I'm not sure how he's gonna really destroy these Hydralisks at all. Oop, a little bit of no volume there for a second. And let's appreciate the sounds of Starcraft for just a second as I get some water to rest my weary throat. Turns out I don't have my water bottle on me, so that is something that is definitely never lucky. You know what, interesting thing about this engagement is that Thack doesn't have any roach support for these Hydras, so theoretically, if Morky makes a lot of speed Banelings, which he probably should be doing since he doesn't see any roaches for our friend Thack, then he could absolutely obliterate this Hydra army. Like, it won't even be close, especially with the Mutas raining down justice from the sky. Well, it looks like Thack is gonna move out. Morky needs to morph a lot of Banelings, and he needs to morph them now. And still no Baneling speed. I feel like that would be such a good thing to know, because he knows there are no roaches out on the map. These Mutas give him an incredible amount of map presence, so being able to scout that your opponent doesn't have a roach warden shouldn't be the hardest thing ever in the history of stuff, or even just seeing their composition. But, ooh, beast drop for Starcraft. Gonna see these Zerglings moving on in. Gonna actually maybe take down his 4th base. Ooh. And yep, doing the little dance of building eating are these Zerglings. Gonna go ahead, probably take it down. There's nothing to respond, at least nothing in time. Gonna go ahead and watch the health on that hatchery go to beyond 0. And there we go. Muta's gonna come and try to clean some up, but Speedlings are gonna run away. I think the only thing faster than Speedlings are Phoenix in the game. Are Phoenix the fastest unit in the game? I feel like they are. I'm pretty certain nothing can outrun a Phoenix. At least, that's what I think. That's what I'm pretty sure, because I know they can outrun Speedlings, I think, and Speedlings are faster than anything else. I don't know if I'm wrong on that. Please be sure to let me know in the comments below. This is not counting stuff like Recall and Tactical Warp, obviously. But, ooh, getting a couple of banings there for only a couple for Morky, not half bad. And actually, banings rolling on in. So many Hydras in the sky. These mutants are not good in a straight-up engagement. Gonna lose a lot. He's gonna lose a lot. There's still a strong Hydra behind this. Thack is gonna kill everything in the sky. Still has Banes and Hydras in support. And yep, Morky knows the writing's on the wall for that one. GG's called. And Morky has left the game. And Thack is victorious. Congrats to our friend Thack. Ooh, boy, let us dive into that game. I think Morky definitely was not out of it. He definitely killed his own share of drones. 20 to 49, still not what you want to see. He did take a lot of damage from the early harassment, but Thack unfortunately could not spend his minerals and consequently could not capitalize on that lead. So Morky was still in it, and the Muta attack definitely could have done a lot of damage. It was just a control that was a little bit lacking. If I were Morky, I would have you just need to work on that Mutalisk control, right? Like bleeding 1 or 2 to a Spore Crawler, losing 1 to a Queen here. I mean, it adds up. Having 10 Mutalisks instead of 13, or 10 instead of 7, is a huge deal when it comes to harassment, especially when Thack is unprepared. But shoulda, coulda, woulda is the story of StarCraft. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another daily StarCraft 2 cast from your friend Mr. 789. Go ahead and leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. It helps me out more than you may think. Leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. You can email me your Segoy replays at Mr789@outlook.com. Subscribe for more daily StarCraft 2 content. And remember, folks, the internet could always use more heroes.